So here's our review for this section. We've learned some great stuff. We reviewed some things and we've deepened our knowledge with some really essential concepts and skills which you have to be able to do layout well. And so layout fundamentals, box model, and display review. We reviewed that everything on the internet, everything on the World Wide Web, right? When you build a web page, everything is a box. And that box has content, padding, border, and margin. And we also learned, about display. We learned more about display, and display elements have a default display value. So either block level elements or inline elements, generally speaking. And here we learned a little bit more about block, inline, and inline block. And so we learned about those differences. So if it's a block, it's a block. And if it's in line, it's got to stay in line. And so inline elements can't have margins or padding on the top and bottom, right? Top and bottom can't have margins and padding. Got to stay in line. Don't be pushing yourself out of line up and down. Can't have a width and a height set. You can't have a width and a height set. You can do left and right margins and padding. So I could push things to the left and right when I'm in line, right? Get a little way, but I can't do the up and down thing, okay? So can't have width and height set and not top and bottom. So just interesting about inline, whereas block is like these, right? These are blocks, and you could do all that with blocks. So that was a really important piece that we learned because we looked at the horizontal menu and how do we get, when we have an LI and an anchor tag inside, how do we get it to all line up? So when you hover over, it's perfecto. They both have to be inline block. So then we also, touched on box sizing, border box, and rounding and centering. Those are some layout fundamentals. And this entire thing about when you set settings of like border radius or margin, you could set one value, or you could set two values, top and bottom, right and left, or you could set all four values, T, R, B, L, each one of those individually. And so you remember that by treble, 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 and then this one you just got to remember. Top and bottom, right? They go together. Right and left, they go together. And then we got some good resources. So learnlayout.com and CSS Tricks Flexbox. So we'll be using those as we're learning layout. And then in terms of new tags, we didn't learn any new tags. And we didn't learn any, we did learn some new CSS properties. We learned list style, which takes care of the bullets, right? If you want to change the bullets, and vertical align, which does exactly what it says. So that's this section. And you're doing great, and I'm doing great, and I got to get home. So I will see you in a couple of days, which for you will just be the next video after we've gone back and seen family in Michigan. And I look forward to it. We're going to be learning Flexbox next, and Flexbox is flexing awesome. Flexbox is great. It's a great way to do layout. It's the new way to do layout, and I love it. And I'm going to show you the easiest way to learn it. See you in a couple of days.